ladies and gentlemen, we are live and coming to you from the YouTube sports community. We are the Real to Sports Podcast, the podcast that brings you the best NFL game reviews, the hottest NCAA football news, and the top HBCU news. We are the Real to Sports Podcast that keeps you entertained while keeping you in the know. So get ready for a roundtable experience that dives deep into football insights and also keep you up to date in the world of football right here exclusively on Sports to Talk About. All right, man. Thank you guys for choosing to be here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are right now. Our aim here on the Real Sports Podcast is to give you the thrills of the game and offer a roundtable, interesting conversation enriched with deep analysts and interactive sessions. And we're about more than just scores and stats. We dive into the heart of what makes football so electrifying. So, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of electrifying, I know you guys, it's a little bit of a different vibe going on, different setup here, man. Different setup, man. We don't have the usual two here, but nevertheless, man, the show goes on, man. But I do have, ladies and gentlemen, the flyest man in the land. He is in the building. The flyest man. Yes, sir. I have Mr. Black and Gold in the building. Oh, he is in the building, man. Give it up for my man, GC.
What it do, man? Hey, y'all still back up. That's what we do. That's what it is. Do that forever.
Let's go, baby. New Orleans in the building. I got the boot
Linda,
boy.
You got something to say, Linda?
I don't want no smoke.
The New Orleans Saints is in the building.
And yes, sir.
Last but not least, the man, of course, with all the rings, representing Steel City, the 6-time Super Bowl champion, the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's the NBA trivia champion. Terrible towel. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my man, the Deuce.
Hey, man, it's a great day. It's a great day to be Deuce, bro. You already see it. You already know. If you ain't a gator, you gator bait. It's as simple as that.
I like that, bro. Gator bait. I like that. I'm with the Gators. I'm with them. They got them goals. I'm with them, bro. I'm an honorary Gator fan, bro. I am an Very Gator fan. All right, man. Again, thank you guys for watching us tonight, man. We are not going to be for you long, Gil. Got a couple things going on here. Rockstar Rock, man.
I was gonna get to that. Trust me. I was gonna get to that too. Right?
I'm not talking about fantasy football.
Me and T-Rock have to face each other 3 times this year. Ooh. That was the first one. I'm up 1-0. Mm-hmm. Rooting on my Gators and my Steelers now. Let's see if we can go 3-0, baby. Clean sweep over Rockstar Rock.
Clean sweep. Let's go. His Seminoles is undefeated, right?
Yeah, they're number 4 in the country right now.
Number 4. Wow. Yeah. Boy, you talking about come a long way, bro.
Yeah.
Because oof.
I don't like. You need y'all to go ahead and handle that for the Alabama Crimson Tide. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. We got it. Yeah.
Handle that.
We know what I'm saying. We number 11, but hey, you feel me? Hey, we not. Hey,
don't get me started.
Hey, we need Georgia to lose. And who else we need? Oh man, a lot of teams undefeated. North Carolina's undefeated.
Yeah, they're not gonna put North Carolina.
No.
We just gotta handle our business. We just gotta keep on.
Yeah, we just gotta. Yeah, that's right. We just gotta keep on winning.
Just root for Florida. We played 2 of the teams you need to lose.
Yeah, I'll root for Florida, bro. I'm with Florida.
It's a lot going on this week, man. It's Tennessee hate week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta beat Tennessee, bro. Gotta beat Tennessee. Lot. Tennessee probably our biggest test. One of our biggest tests. Beat Tennessee, I can sit back and coast. Oh man. Speaking of college football, we usually have college football starting up for young Mark, man. But young Mark, I can't believe saying this, but young Mark won't be on the show today. Oh man, Mark had a tragic death in his family, so he had to step away from the show, man. But we do send our condolences to Mark and his family.
That's my boy over there, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling
you, brother.
That's one loyal dude right there, man. Over 200 episodes. This guy has been here. I mean, he's been with me very first one. And when he gave me the message saying that he won't be on, I was like, whoa, this got to be deep. But he only missed like 2, maybe 2 or 3. But it's all been because somebody, passed away. But again, man, shout out to young Mark, man. Shout out to young Mark and shout out to his family. Me, GC, and Duke, man. We send our condolences to you, Mark. All love, bro. Absolutely. All right, man. We're going to skip on over then. We don't have college football, but we do have some of that good old HBCU news. And it's coming from the HBCU expert himself, the Deuce.
Juicing it up with HBCU News, brought to you by the Real to Sports podcast.
All right, appreciate you, host. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Kind of tired of getting on here and talking about this topic. It just seems like just last week we had another one of these, and unfortunately, I have to talk about it again. Jackson State's homecoming was this past weekend, and unfortunately, a student was killed Sunday night on Jackson State University's campus. His name was Jalen Burns, a 20-year-old industrial technology major from Chicago, Illinois. Classes were canceled on Monday, and unfortunately, that wasn't the only shooting that happened on campus. There was one on Saturday night involving 2 individuals who were not students. And one person sustained a non-life-threatening injury that night. But I just want to send out my condolences and prayers to Mr. Burns' family.
No doubt.
Clearly, this brother was just trying to do, the best thing. He was just out there enjoying homecoming, and unfortunately, his life was taken from him. So I just want to, shine a little light on that and let that family know that we are praying for him and put the guns down, man. I said it last week. Nothing is worth it.
I'm telling you.
In totality, there'll be 2 lives taken. His and then whoever pulled that trigger. Both of those lives are gone now. So, just to move on, Eddie George is not pleased. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but my man's not happy. And it doesn't have anything to do with the football field, but it does have everything to do with the support that he's getting over in Tennessee State. So if you don't know, college football legend and NFL legend Eddie George is the head coach at Tennessee State University. And their homecoming was last Saturday. And the Tigers hosted Dawson Owens and the Norfolk State Spartans, which are out of Norfolk, Virginia. And they had 13,975 people that piled into Hale Stadium. And I know a lot of my college football fans are like, that's it, because you hear about the Tiger stadiums here in Baton Rouge that hold 100,000. But to put that in perspective, Hale Stadium holds 15,000 people at capacity. So he had just under 1,000 people, just under 1,000 seats left in that stadium. Which is awesome for the event, awesome for a homecoming, awesome for an HBCU game. But here's where the problem comes in. More than half of the people left the game after halftime. And don't get me wrong, I get it. The aristocrat of bands, the NSU Spartan Legion, I understand. I get coming there to hear them and do their thing, but I think a lot of people forget that there's a football game that goes on before and after that. It's not just about coming hear the bands.
Right.
And here's a quote from Coach George. I really would love for them to embrace us and to support us, no matter who we play. It doesn't have to be another HBCU, he said. It doesn't always have to be a party. I get it. I've been there. But if you're a real fan of football, you're supporting Tennessee State football student athletes. Come to the games. And he also said how big of a difference it makes when it's third down and the fan, the team looks up, the defense looks up there and can hear, Tennessee State fans going crazy for them, And Norfolk actually, made a comeback late on in that game. It wound up being a very close game down to the end where Tennessee State pulled it out 24-17. So just think about how good of that game ended. Think about all the good football that those fans missed. And I personally have been saying that because I've been at, some Southern games this year and they're playing a little bit subpar or a little, lower than the standard that everybody's looking for them to play. And at halftime, the stands start to empty, and it's frustrating for me to hear people criticize coaches, criticize players. You don't understand the sacrifice that they make throughout the year. Coaches don't get to see their families as much. They're inside the field house 24/7, late hours. And when the season's over, it's not like they just get to go home. They're on the road recruiting. They're doing all these things, and we sit here and criticize these guys, but can't stay through a 60-minute football game. I'm not a fan of that. That bothers me. So I'm right along there with Coach George, and I'm with him on that.
I'm with him too.
Alabama State versus Jackson State. Now, hosts, if y'all don't remember last year.
Oh, yeah, the Eddie Robinson.
We had a little, not a skirmish, but we had a little disagreement down there at the 50, all right? But now, Coach Prime is in Colorado doing his thing, right? But, it's still a little animosity between those two teams. They don't really care for each other too much, right? So, it's homecoming again, though. Jackson State's homecoming. It was homecoming in the vet. And Alabama State came to play. Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. said it last year. He said, I hope they schedule us for homecoming.
Yeah.
I hope we get the opportunity to go down there and play them for their homecoming. And guess what? He got his wish.
Got him.
And they came out with a 24-19 win and went in there and spoiled homecoming.
Yeah, got him.
Damon Stewart, he didn't have a phenomenal game. 5 for 12, 80 yards and 1 interception. Not phenomenal by a quarterback. They ran the ball for all 3 touchdowns. Juwan Howell had 6 carries for 47 yards. Marcus Harris II had 10 carries for 19 yards and 1 touchdown. On the Jackson State side, Jason Brown went 30 for 44 with 290 yards, but didn't see the end zone. Did not score.
Oh, damn.
Desmond Moultrie had 10 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. All their touchdowns came on the ground as well. But needless to say, Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. had his guys ready to play. They went down to Jackson, Mississippi and upset them. And I know that was a good feeling heading on back home. All right, I got 3 games for y'all to watch this week. All right, the first one, T-Rock, they're heading down to your country, baby. Southern is heading down to Jacksonville to play Bethune-Cookman. That game will be at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, which will be the local time. But here's the one that I need y'all to check out. Thursday, 6:30 my time, 7:30 Eastern Time. North Carolina Central is heading over to Baltimore, Maryland to play Morgan State. Last week talked about Morgan State and what they had going on. This is the first game that they're going to be playing since then, and they're at home. They didn't get to play their homecoming game. To me, this will be something like it. Yeah. So you can expect some fire to come from those Morgan State Bears. They're going
to rock that stadium.
They're going to rock that place. They're going to pack it out.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Norfolk State. I just talked about Norfolk and Coach Dawson Odoms. They're heading over to D.C. They're going to play Howard U. That game is Saturday, 11 Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. That game will be over in D.C. And last but not least, I always like to finish on something a little bit more heartfelt. After I had a little finish running my errands over the weekend, host, I was able to sneak on over to the Bluff for homecoming. And a brother was there on the campus at halftime, and he was acknowledged on the field. His name is Devon Gales. And if you know anything about that name, rings a bell. It's probably because in 2015, the Southern Jags headed over to Athens, Georgia to play the Georgia Bulldogs. This brother ran down on kickoff, and his life changed forever. He broke his neck. He had a spinal injury, and he never walked again.
Oh, God.
And that was, like I said, back in 2015. And I don't know if this was the first time, but this was one of the first times that I've seen him back in Southern. And, man, you should have seen the eruption and the way the crowd was and the way, former teammates were there out there with him and the way they embraced that brother, man. It was a beautiful sight to see. He's doing tremendously better. Obviously, he's not walking again, but, you could just see the smile and how happy he was to be back on the Bluff. After that injury, the University of Georgia and their fan base basically adopted Devon. Actually, Devon is also went back to school in 2021. He was accepted into Georgia, where he's finishing his degree. They also helped raise money to build a house that was wheelchair accessible and handicap accessible for his family in Jefferson, Georgia, which is not far from Athens. And so I think, I think I can say for all Southern Jaguars and all their fans, we appreciate what Georgia did for him, for our brother. So Devon, man, you just don't know how many lives that your story has touched. I know for sure you touched my mom's life. She never really was the same after that injury. She's not a fan of the big time money games and going to play those schools, and that was why.
Wow.
So it was just, like I said, it was a great moment to see. Great to see that brother back on the field. Great to see him with some of his teammates, and the current coach came out and acknowledged him as well. It was a beautiful moment. So, brother Devon, if you ever see this, we appreciate you. We love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and go Jags. And that's all I got for you, host.
Yes, sir.
Deucing it up with HBCU News, brought to you by the Real to Sports podcast.
Boy, that's goosebumps right there, bro.
Man,
they give me, they're like, oh man, that's crazy. What a way to end a segment. That's a good way to end it. Man, it gave me Ryan.
My caught chills instantly. I was like, all right,
that's a fact, bro. I'm seeing him. Good Lord, it's crazy. Man, that's Ryan Shazier vibes right there, boy. When that dude came across that stage on that ESPN, ESPN Awards, oh my God, bro. I was like,
for sure.
Oh man, seeing that dude, because I remember when they played the Bengals, and I was like, yo, this dude, he in bad shape. Like he was out for a minute, and to see him, they talking about he never walk again, and then years later. God, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's life changing, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Ain't he like a consultant for y'all now in Pittsburgh?
yeah. So I don't know if he has anything, with the team directly as far as like, coaching backers or anything, but he's always back at the facility. He comes back all the time for during preseason and during camp, and him and his wife are super involved in Pittsburgh, and he just always there. And I don't know if you guys remember, but some of those playoff games we played since he got hurt, they look up and you see him up there waving that terrible towel.
Yeah.
And they come in and play renegade behind it, and usually the defense is on the field, and they kind of go crazy from there, man. So
holy hell, man!
It's always a great time when you look up and see 5-0 up there, bro.
Yeah, man, that dude. Oh my God, see him walk, man. It's crazy, man.
The thing about Ryan Shazier, and Linda can tell you, I don't like a lot of Ohio State guys. I really despise a lot of damn near 99% of them. If Shazier was different, I was like, he might be the one.
Different, bro.
The 1% are usually guys that the Saints draft because they like to draft a lot of Ohio State guys.
Chris
and then Shazier. Other than
that, Chris
like we could have drafted Patrick Queen.
Word.
Somebody else, and I was like, okay, you know what? All in. Like I know he's here now. I can't deny the guy. I got to make him feel welcome.
Right. Y'all be nice for Patrick Queen, bro.
But Shazier was definitely the one. I was like, all right, listen. I was like, listen, y'all got one.
Yeah, he was the baddest linebacker in the league for a while.
Ooh, he was a monster.
Nothing he couldn't do, man. He could cover, come down. He was phenomenal.
He was a monster. Ryan Shazier, man, that thing, I was balling, boy, when I see him cross that stage. Live chat here, live chat. Yeah, no doubt, Mark, no doubt. From Rockstar Rock, Philly G. What's up, Philly G? I'm still here, Deuce. That is a great for them, but leaving the hand is crazy.
Yeah, it's very different from what we know from the FBS level. You know, like when you wouldn't dare see that happen in Bryant-Denny, Tiger Stadium, in the Swamp, in the Horseshoe, all these big stadiums we know of. You would never see that happen.
Word. Also,
I will say this in their defense: there aren't any bans like there are in black college football.
Preach,
but it at the end of the day, it's to me, I relate it to when Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl. Yeah. I think everybody thought there was a concert happening, and there just happened to be a football game happening in the same building.
Yes,
it was like some people think the bands are performing, and there just happened to be a football game before and after it.
Yes. Boy, ain't nothing like it, boy. I'm telling you, goosebumps again. Nothing like them black college bands. Rich Homie. What's up, Rich Homie? Coming out of the woods. My man, GG Bravo. That's my dude right there. What's up with you, bro?
Yeah, we need to talk, GG Bravo.
That's my dude. Yeah, boy. They finna come at you, GG, so we get your bulletproof vest, bro.
I finally got something on you, brother. I finally got something.
They finna get you, boy. Say, hey, dude, did you just say go Jags?
Yeah, but not the ones that wear turquoise or whatever color y'all wear.
You did not do ball. Yeah, man. What? Super sweat. Game 7 with 2 seconds left. Sweat. I said, I couldn't even talk, but I said, man, this dude, that's crazy. Ryan Shazier, baby. The Horseshoe or Bryant. The Horseshoe. Denny.
Bryant-Denny.
And Denny. Okay, GC, real quick, the college game you want to talk about?
So we had 2 real good ones. We know about the Colorado Stanford, but Prime team was up 29-0 and ended up double overtime, 46-43 in the loss. Very much crazy. Well, we had who I think is going to win the Heisman, and Michael Penix Jr. for Washington go against Oregon.
Take my money.
He didn't disappoint.
Take my money.
The Reed was dead. He looked better than some pro quarterbacks right now.
The arm talent is off the charts.
Charts, bro.
The guy did not miss.
He didn't.
He did. Dude is nice.
He's when you thought everybody was covered, they weren't.
Yeah,
sick. Oklahoma got a good quarterback too. Left-handed dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's nice.
Good.
Yeah, he's nice. But
But
Penix,
is it Gabriel? Is his last name?
Gabriel, something like that. Yeah, Gabriel, Oklahoma. That dude can throw. He can throw.
Michael Penix reminds me a little bit of and yeah, obviously not with his legs. He's not nearly as fast, but the arm talent, the effortlessness he throws the ball with reminds me of Vic. The way Vic would just like flick his wrist and the ball would go 75 yards on a rope. Kind of reminds me of that. And to me, he has more touch.
Yeah,
when the ball is coming out. It's like the certain plays he makes, man, are ridiculous.
Yes. Facts.
Talking about on point. It's just dropping the bucket every time.
Yeah,
All the
he's
time.
my Heisman favorite as well, G.
Holy hell. That dude, him and Caleb, man, they're going to battle for that 1 and 2.
Well, I think Caleb lost it. I think
they got killed by Notre Dame, didn't it?
No, I think Notre Dame took it from him.
Yeah,
Notre Dame took it. He had 3 first-half picks.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then I also said Caleb wasn't playing nobody to be in the Heisman competition anyway. That's just my take. You know how I feel about schedules.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's our SEC bias. When you play a top 25 team almost every week, you know, that's how we feel. You don't really get weeks off in the SEC.
Yeah, boy. toughest conference in football.
But I will say this:
coaching at the blind about 5 times a year.
The Pac-12 to me is probably the toughest conference in football this year, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the SEC is a little top heavy. You know what I mean? It used to be a gauntlet every team you play, but it's a little top heavy this year.
Got a full house next year for the SEC. It'll be a full house.
Next year it's gonna be a civil war.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be up for grabs, man. It's gonna be what hella teams up in that mug.
They had some good games this week though.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So man, I had a little girl. Oh man, that's what's up. Congrats, boy.
Congratulations, bro.
Rich homie had the girl.
Girl, dad.
Rich homie. Congratulations, brother. There go Mark. I got such a cloud today hearing what the Real Sports Podcast has to say. Bars. I'm telling you, Mark, boy, it ain't a show like when you ain't here, man. That's crazy. The Lou Gehrig, man. Cal Ripken. My man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, me and Mark actually bonded the other week over Instagram.
What?
And Oklahoma played Texas. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like Texas, but I don't like Oklahoma either.
I don't like Texas either, bro.
But I know Mark was watching, so I was like, I'm gonna DM Mark. I was like, Mark, I need him to do it. But I was like, I don't never say it, but Boomer sooner. Like 5 minutes later, Quentin was still a pick. I was like, Mark, we got a chance. No, I was excited, bro.
Yeah, I also thought about Mark this weekend when the best player to ever come out of Ohio, out of Oklahoma State, was back on campus, Mr. Jalen Warren, my Steeler brother. And of course, they upset Kansas when Jalen Warren's in the building. I mean,
that's a fact.
It's got to be something about Jalen.
That is a fact. Gigi said even the sunshine on a dog's butt.
Yeah, and a broke clock twice a day.
Hey, boy, that's old school saying right there.
You ain't wrong when you're right.
Yeah, what you talking about?
You ain't wrong when you're right, Gigi.
Yeah, for real. Congrats, Rich homie. No doubt, Rich homie, no doubt. Philly G, another bird being welcomed to the nest. Congratulations, Quan. Now you can hit the Quan.
Good times right there, man. What a time.
What a time.
I know, right? That is a fact. All right, man, we're going to get to these scores here. All right, man, we got all the scores from around the league here on week 6. Week 6. Get my joint together here. Week 6. All righty. Of course, you know the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat the Denver Broncos 19-8. The Baltimore Ravens, they defeat the Tennessee Titans 24-16. The Washington Commanders go 500 as they defeat the Atlanta Falcons 24-16. The Minnesota Vikings, they defeat the Chicago Bears in an NFC North Division game. The Vikes, 2-game winning streak. Minnesota Vikings. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, they defeat the Seattle Seahawks 17-13. The undefeated is no more. The Cleveland Browns, they defeat the San Francisco 49ers 19-17. PJ Walker, XFL great. PJ Walker coming in, getting the win, giving the 49ers their first loss. The Houston Texans, they defeat the New Orleans Saints 20-13. Saints go 3-3.
Trying to tell you.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, they defeat the Indianapolis Colts, AFC South Division game, 37-20. The Miami Dolphins made sure the Carolina Panthers were winless as they defeat the Carolina Panthers 42-21. The Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, they defeat the New England Patriots 21-17. The Detroit Lions, it's tied, best record in the league. The Detroit Lions defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-6. The Los Angeles Rams, they defeat the Arizona Cardinals 26-9 in the NFC West division game. And the New York Jets, they defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 20-14 as they put the one column up on the Philadelphia Eagles. And now we get to this Sunday night game. Sunday night game. Oh boy. The Buffalo Bills, they defeat the New York Giants 14-9. Let's start with GC. What do you think about that game? Buffalo versus the Giants.
I feel like the Giants and the Bills, right?
Yes, sir.
I feel like the Bills really underplayed the Giants. I feel like they thought it was going to be an easy, keep the vibe going type game, and the Giants came out scrappy the entire time. I was also disappointed because I have Josh Allen in fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? Different conversation, different day. But no, I just feel like it's one of them teams you kind of overshadow. You go when you don't try as hard, think it's going to be easy, and it's not that. Like, granted, they still got the win, but they look like a shell of themselves.
Definitely. You said a whole lot right there, G. You said a whole lot right there. The Deuce.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, GC. I think they came out and played, and I hate to say it this way, but they played to the level of their competition. Obviously the Giants weren't very good at the beginning of this year. I think we all kind of thought that they would be better, but since the year started, they haven't been good. And then they lost their starting quarterback, so they're supposed to be even worse. And here comes 13-year vet Tyrod Taylor, and plays a pretty good football game. A true professional. They get Saquon Barkley back, and they did what I expected. They gave him 24 carries, which is right around that number that I expected him to get.
Right.
93 yards on the ground. They're just not as talented as everybody else. But I think it's D-Rec. I haven't met this brother yet, but D-Rec is our Giants fan, right?
Yeah, right.
D-Rec, I'm standing with you. I think they took this game from y'all.
Yeah.
I think that the few of those calls down the stretch, the roughing the pass on Josh Allen, I don't agree with.
I don't agree with it.
Down the stretch that they truly took that game from y'all. And I think it's because of number 17 on the other side, keeping his image as the face of the league. And that's a whole nother conversation. But I truly believe that they played a phenomenal game.
You can dig in there a little bit.
Their defense played great. They only gave up 14 points, and the 2 touchdowns that they scored both in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't play any better than that.
Yeah. I want you to go there, Deuce. Kick that door in, bro. It in.
It's starting to get blatant, host. It's starting to be obvious.
It is.
There's certain guys that get calls in certain stretches when things aren't going their way that other guys just don't get.
Absolutely.
And it's just blatant because, I think they were on the bad end of a call. Mark was very adamant about that call in game 1 on that punt return that ended the game, and then come back this week and they get a few calls down the stretch to where they benefited them. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting the way that things are starting to turn out in the NFL, and we always hear about the script, and if you watched any of the commercials leading up to the season, that was the joke was, Keegan-Michael Key and a host of the NFL stars got around the table for a table read.
Yeah.
So it's just like, are you just showing it in our face now or what?
Right. But, and even, oh boy, I know everybody out there. Oh, shout out to all 24 countries around the world that's watching the Real Sports Podcast. Appreciate y'all. But I know what everybody gonna say, man. Host, you just saying that because you don't like the Chiefs. But boy, do they get a lot of home cooking.
Well, that was one of the other teams, the other guys that I was talking about.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a color thing, Yeah. Pat gets his calls.
Man, yeah. And it ain't a Chief Raider thing. It's just ain't call it right, bro. And the NFL got their poster boys, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Josh Allen. All these guys, like Duke said, commercials and stuff. They on billboards. They poster boys. So yeah, they're gonna get their way. It's sad. I can't stand it. Man, because we can't have a decent game.
Yeah.
It's always something. You notice with a Kansas City game, it's always a bad call. Always. Shut up.
But KC has been on the opposite side of some calls too. I'll give him that for sure.
Yeah. But it's slam. I mean, come on. Kansas City always do it. They always. From the Super Bowl all the way now. Like, it's crazy. Mark said, talk about it, dudes. Back to back years, the Bills get same home. The Buffalo Bills when they played the Vikings. I said, man, what kind of calls are these? Come on, man. I like to see a decent, fair game, bro. Man. Rock said, yeah, the NFL is scripted. The first 15 plays of the game, the commentary says it all the time. Exactly. And I'm glad he said commentary. Another guy that pisses me off is Chris Collinsworth. Ooh, boy, that dude, he ticked me off. All right, when they played the 49ers, he hyped the Cowboys up. He hyped the Cowboys and the defense and Dan Quinn and how great they is. Come by fourth quarter, I don't understand what's going on with the Cowboys defense. I don't understand. They didn't just not bringing it today. Wait a minute, bro. He was just rodeo showing them. Yeah. Shut up, folks. Shut up, host. No, you good, G. Shut up, host. God damn. Oh, I went ahead of myself. That was a Sunday night game. I went ahead of myself. G, out of week 6, man, what game caught your interest? What game got your mind?
I was really only able to catch 2 games this week. I woke up to catch the Saints, of course. And I was able to watch the Monday night game.
Okay.
Or some of the Monday night game with Dallas and the Chargers.
Okay. Which was a good game.
It was very much good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was just like I thought the Chargers had it in the bag for a second. I was like the lady in the stands. I was shocked just as her. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
But she was
some
having a
good plays
ball,
going
man.
on
Yeah,
here.
she's rolling,
She was
bro.
having a ball.
Yeah,
And
bro.
had my emotions all over the field because she was hyped, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah,
My
but
man.
I caught those two. You know, the Saints. I could go on and on all day about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hold y'all up, but with my term all over here, you know, down in the 504 foot.
No doubt. So the Saints.
Oh God. Oh, all right.
Come on, you can go ahead and hit it. Shoot.
Get it off
I
your
don't
chest.
know what we
Yeah,
doing.
go get it off your chest, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We bring in Derek Carr. Everything's supposed to be good gravy. He takes 4 quarters to get to 100 yards. Now he throws for 350, 1 touchdown. Know what I'm saying? Thank you, dudes. That's how I feel right now. You know, it's 4th and 6. No, it's 4th and 4. We going for it. We throw it behind the line. I just don't know what
Oh,
we're
damn,
doing.
Mark.
We play the Steelers as best as we can. We catch a pick, we fumble it right back. I don't know, host. I don't know.
You know, give them another year. I mean, they you know, that's true for the G. I get the Saints. I get the Saints another year. Derek Carr just got to find his way. You know, this is his first year. Got to jail with those receivers. Y'all got a good team, bro. It's just gonna take. I think it's gonna take Dennis Allen to get the hell out of there. He's just not that. He's just not a coach, bro. He's a defensive. He's a defensive coordinator.
But then you replace the coaches and you trying to find lightning in the bottle all over again.
That's true.
Quick success. You know what I'm saying?
But the good thing about it is you got a team. You got a team. At least you ain't got to rebuild like us.
Aging. Don't get it twisted. We have maybe another year with Cam, maybe 2. Another 2 with DeMario.
Yeah, Cam getting up in age.
Those guys. Those guys are workaholics. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's just that window that we see or like to have in our head when you look at it, it's this close, it's this small. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Yeah, I'm just unimpressed. You know what I'm saying?
You got one team in your way, and that's Tampa. Yeah,
and even then, we play like trash against Tampa.
Yeah.
Garbage juice. It was so bad that the players were speaking out about Pete Carmichael. It was like, we have this whole playbook, and this is all you call.
Yeah, you got so much weapons. You got so many weapons.
And then you have a timeout on the last drive from like 20 yards, 25 yards out. You call the same play 4 times. I'm just like, what are we doing? I don't know. I woke up post now. I should have stayed asleep. I was disappointed. I was stressed. I didn't want to talk.
I feel you. I
just went to work. I didn't say nothing. I just kept going.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I do, but you do have a star by the name of Asante Taylor. That dude is nice.
Yeah, he came from Tennessee.
Man, that boy is nice.
The only guy like in Tennessee right now.
Yeah, right. That boy is nice. And he's a ball hawk. He's definitely a ball hawk. Him and Lattimore. I need to see a little bit more. Lattimore is just one of those. I think Lattimore just can't beat Lattimore because Lattimore, he used to jam you up at the line and he'll hit you. He can't do it now though. He's a real aggressive corner, but I don't know, man.
Sometimes he plays on that line of being too aggressive and being like under aggressive, and it bites him every time.
Yeah, it bite him. Yeah, it bite him. Y'all 3-3, so I mean, you're still hanging in there.
5-1.
Worse.
It could be exactly. Rashid, oh my God, yeah, Rashid Shaheed is a burner
every time.
Yo, that dude is sick. Yo, he is nice. That is definitely a jewel right there. A diamond, whatever. That dude is nice. Number 22, right? Little fella. He can roll.
Yeah.
All right, Deuce. What game caught your eye this week in week 6?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that I'm a defensive guy. So I have to be honest. I wish the brother whose team I'm about to talk about was on the show so he doesn't think I'm picking on him. But that Jets-Eagles game, I mean, 14 points to a team that we consider a Super Bowl favorite. And the Jets didn't score a touchdown until the fourth.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Got some explaining to do.
Lucy.
Got some explaining to do.
Got some explaining to do.
I think that's the worst I've seen Jalen in a very long time. 3 interceptions. That's just not like him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to say he had maybe 4 all of last season. And to have 3 in one game is just kind of crazy.
Man.
That's just not he is. He doesn't usually turn the ball over. And then we see what happens when that run game gets stopped. DeAndre Swift had 10 carries for 18 yards.
Yeah.
And, obviously the run game leads to, having a better pass game and vice versa. When the ball is getting thrown around the yard, you can't put as many people in the box, which makes it, gives you one-on-one matchups to Vontae and AJ and now breaking news, Julio Jones.
Julio freaking Jones. Ain't that something?
So,
Wow.
it's just interesting to me. And I have to talk to Mark here. I'm glad you watch him, brother. But Zach Wilson, he didn't do anything spectacular, but the biggest part to me is he didn't lose the game. I think we've always – what's up, Bray? What up, man?
Hey.
He didn't lose the game for him. We've seen Zach go out there and turn the ball over and do those types of things, and all he did was manage the game. He took what they gave him. He didn't what they didn't give him, and he went on from there. Breece Hall wound up making his presence felt and got a touchdown in there. But what Robert Saleh has managed to do and put a Band-Aid on what we believe to be a bullet hole. I'm very impressed with this defense is done. And with DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner both being out, both of your starting corners, one of them being the reigning defensive rookie of the year, you came out and played phenomenally. And then shout out to the Williams brothers being the 2 of the first sets of brothers to both have a takeaway in the same game.
Yeah, right.
Just the thing that they've done with that defense and how dominant that, we expected them to be. It was impressive. So I got to give big ups to the Jets and Robert Saleh for what they're doing.
Absolutely, man. And I totally agree with you, man. The Jets were on one. That 5-2 they was running, boy, them linebackers was eating. They was eating. And Philly, I don't know, Deuce. Is it me or is just something missing in Philadelphia?
I mean, just to go to another brother that's not on the show, but I gotta go back to Wall Street. I mean, Wall Street has been on this show, and he said over and over that they're just not the same team that they were last year. Now, whatever reason that is kind of yet to be known. I think it's a lack of depth on the defensive end, the guys that they've lost on the back end. It's things like that, and just now they had to run by running back by committee. We figured, and then DeAndre came out these last few games. It was phenomenal, and then comes out today and comes out Sunday and kind of took the game off. Seems like, or they would just held him in check. They had 80 yards rushing, and 47 of them came from Jalen. So you're just not going to win like that. But they do. It does seem like there's just a slight step off. They just don't. They don't seem as dominant.
And I'm gonna ask you one more question. By the Jets being 3-3, their offense is not so good, but their defense is good.
Yeah.
Do you think that defense can get them a wild card spot?
Man, I think
I know it's too early to say right now, but
I think it'll be a little rough. I think they still have to play Miami twice. They still have to play Buffalo again, and Buffalo started to get, clicking. And then obviously the Patriots aren't as good as, we kind of expected them to be, or competitive rather. I don't think anybody expected them to be, game wreckers, but maybe. But I'll say this: Aaron Rodgers is already up throwing the football.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, whoa.
Aaron Rodgers is throwing the football already.
Yeah.
And who's to say this kid doesn't come back and plays, if they have a chance in week 14, where they're 2 games out, or they're a game out of the wild card spot. Who says he doesn't try to come back?
Who says, right? Who says?
Granted, it's an Achilles. It's scary. We've seen KD come back a little early from Achilles, and really that's when he actually, ruptured it. But he's had the surgery. He seems to obviously is doing well coming off of it. So, you never know. But as long as that I'll say this, host, as long as that defense is playing the way they are right now, they'll be in games.
Yeah.
They'll be in games, especially when they get their starting 2 corners back. They obviously found out the 2 guys that replaced Sauce and DJ that they can play. Now you throw them on the inside, or you just, they play a lot of man, a lot of cover 1, which is a lot of running for those corners.
Noticed.
If you give those guys, now you can give them a break because the second guys you have, it's similar to how Street is having to do down in Dallas since Trayvon went down. The Bland kid is getting a lot of play time. Yeah. He got cooked last night, but
facts. You got to go cover 1 though.
He's getting a lot of play time, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
The thing about the Jets is, they're young. The dangerous. They're young and they're hungry.
Yeah.
And they're just like piranhas, bro. They're like, man, they was all over Devontae Smith, and
they're gonna reload next year too. I know it's only week 7. It's a little early to be talking about next year, but this defense gets another year under their belt. There's no telling who they decide to go draft. Maybe it's one of the best safeties in college football. Maybe it's another linebacker. Maybe it's another quarterback. Maybe it's a Michael Penix Jr. type cat. You know what I mean? You just never know. But it's going to be. They are, like you said, they're a young, hungry team.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. I got you, G. I got you. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna jump in this because I normally don't. My game here, I was all over the place, of course, because I watch all the games, whatever. All right, fuck. I'm just gonna go to the game. All right, let's go to the Monday night game. Dallas Cowboys versus the Chargers. Man, that was a good game.
Yeah,
that was a shout out. And look, I got no beef against the Chargers. I got a lot of respect for the Chargers. I actually like the Chargers. The Chargers is I always got respect from goddamn Stan Humphries all the way down to Phillip Rivers. I got respect for them, even though they my AFC West opponents. But man, shout out to Justin Herbert, man. This dude got a broken middle finger on his non-throwing hand, and man, he was out there. He was threading the needle. He was making some great passes, man. Shout out to that dude, man. He to stick it in there and the will to play against a pretty stout Dallas defense, because he was on the ground a lot too. And I think it was Troy Aikman that pointed out that Herbert is taking a lot with that hand, because when you fall, your hands take all the, you brace with your hands, and you could tell how he had it up, so he's falling more on his palms. But man, that was a good game. I was really intrigued that I can only watch like to halftime. I had to go to bed, but good game, man. Good game overall. Chargers one of them teams to me. They got it, but they don't. They got it, but they don't. Again, shout out to Justin Herbert. Shout out to the Cowboys. Cowboys play pretty good. Dak Prescott, he played pretty decent. Bad decisions. He made some bad decisions. God damn, boy. You got to do better than that. All right, G. You said you didn't watch the Cowboys and Chargers, did you? What you doing?
No telling.
I'm having the baby started crying. So yeah.
You practicing?
Don't have kids. I'm learning right now.
He's practicing. Come on, Deuce. Cowboys and the Chargers.
I think it was a phenomenal game. I really enjoyed it. It's one of the few Cowboys. It's the second.
Damn.
It was the second Cowboy game this year that I've watched from beginning to end. The first one was an absolute mauling. This one was very good. I got to disagree with you on one thing, though, host, and,
Yes,
and
sir.
shout out to Mark for that.
Yes, sir.
I was impressed with Dak. I was. I mean, 21 for 30. He only had 9 incompletions and 270 yards. You know, he was responsible for both of their touchdowns.
Very true. And I did like the run.
One on the ground, which I was very happy to see.
Yeah, that was great.
I even messed with my pops and said, I don't think I've seen that since he came into Tiger Stadium and had those runs against when he was at Mississippi State. You know, but he finally seemed to be settled in. He was sacked a lot too. I think they had 4 sacks going into the fourth quarter.
They put the 8 on him.
And he still managed to stick in the pocket, make some plays, and some nice throws that I was proud to see. Mm-hmm. And Justin Herbert, I agree with you to a certain extent. I like Justin a little. Justin is he's my fantasy quarterback. Philly G decided to trade me Keenan Allen this week. Thank you very much.
Wow.
And so those two were the guys that sealed the victory for me against T-Rock.
Wow, ain't that something?
But when it's all said and done, and I told Lyric this her first day on the show, there's certain guys that just don't get it done.
Absolutely.
And to me, Justin Herbert is beginning to be one of those guys that when it matters, he doesn't get it done.
You know what, Deuce? Right after the money.
And they paid him a lot. And even before the money, host, he was right at 500. I think he was 25-25 as a starter.
Yes, sir.
And to me, that's just not enough. And I get there's a lot of variables that goes into winning, but when he had the ball last, he had his chance to drive down the field and go win a game or even get in the field goal range to send in the overtime. And what does he do? Turns the ball over. Throws the pick to Stephon Gilmore.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Micah Parsons had been getting close all night. He hadn't sacked him.
Oh yeah.
And then sure enough, big time players do what? They make big time plays.
Yes, sir.
Dude came off,
who make it?
worked the inside move, got inside, tackled Justin Herbert, and kind of sealed the game. The following play, he threw the interception. So I was impressed with what the Cowboys were able to do. And it was funny seeing Kellen Moore call an offense against the Cowboys.
Yeah, what it?
You know what I mean?
He did his thing, though. He did his thing.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
His thing. He did his thing.
They got into the red zone a lot and just weren't able to finish. But I don't know what else they need. They have Pro Bowlers at every level of their defense other than linebacker. There's Derwin James, there's Bosa, there's Khalil Mack. Then you got Keenan Allen, you got Justin Herbert, you got Eckler, you got Gerald Everett at tight end. You have all these players.
Big dude, man. Everett's a big dude, yo.
Can't get it done.
Yeah,
I'm starting to point my finger at Herbert. I really am.
Yeah.
He puts up numbers.
Right.
He reminds me of Phillip Rivers. He puts up the numbers and just doesn't manage to win the games. Like I don't know if that's a curse over there, the same way the Bills.
Phillip went to AFC Championship game. So
yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I don't think
that ain't the big game. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, but that's further
for less right there.
It's so further than Herbert than God. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Cowboys, you know what, and I agree with you, dudes, because I like the Cowboys. I got a lot of respect for them. But this is going to be good for them, man. They get this win. They got the bye next week. This is definitely going to be good for them.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be good for him. Dak Prescott did play a pretty decent game. Like I said, it's just some decisions. God damn it!
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he's Dak.
Yeah.
You know, and so I don't expect him to come out and be perfect. But as long as that interception column says 0, he's going to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like he
doesn't throw the ball to the team with the other color of the jersey on. They'll be okay, and he managed to do that last night.
Yeah.
And CeeDee Lamb finally woke up. They
did.
The same way I came on here last week and talked to y'all about Devontae and Josh McDaniels and doing all that kind of stuff. They came out and force-fed CeeDee Lamb last night.
Oh, God. Off gate.
Out the gate. Here, take it.
Yep.
You the best guy on the field.
Yeah.
You 88 for a reason. We've all seen all the guys in history that worn 88 for the Cowboys. You need to be that. You need to be the Michael Irvin, the stalwart. You need to be that guy.
Yeah.
So
off gate, they went straight at him. They definitely went straight at him. Mark, the Real Sports Podcast is brought to you by Body Armor. Body Armor, superior hydration for today's athletes and analysis who cover them.
my bottle in the cup, man.
All right, baby, let's get them checks rolling. Let's go, Body Armor.
Send the money to host. Just send me a couple cases.
I got you, bro. No, hell no. I got you.
Just send me a couple cases. I'm good.
I need a case too. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see you off.
I got 2 bottles in the cup.
We'll see you off February, bro.
There you go. There you go.
Hell yeah, we're gonna see you all, bro. But I know streets you watching, man. Shout out to you Cowboys. You got it. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. They won 20-17. 20-17.
I ain't gonna say shout out. I'll give them an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Put them in that class.
Deuce is on the right track. This goes back throughout the history. Dan Fouts.
Yeah.
Another Charger. Stan Humphrey. Well, at least Stan Humphrey went to the Super Bowl. Well, he slipped and fell on it. I know that's a little bit before y'all time, but he slipped and fell in that, man. I mean, it beat Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship game. I mean, they got murdered by the 49ers. That Super Bowl. They got murdered. They got the should be. It was 55-10. Or was it? Yeah, something like that. Mark. He ain't here.
I said Stallworth, but I meant Drew Pearson. I think everybody knew what I meant.
Yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah. Oh, Hail Mary. Drew. Hail Mary, Drew. Yeah, man, but they beat who in the AFC Championship game? They beat the Steelers. I think that was overtime too.
See, even when you're not on the show,
even when he ain't here, rent free.
Rent free, right? It's a mansion now.
It's a mansion. Property tax.
That's better than Super Bowl. You're stretching it, Mark. I need you to reel it back in. Ain't nothing better than the big day. You know what I'm saying? The granddaddy of them all.
The granddaddy. All right, man. Oh man, we damn. Okay. Okay, we rolling. All right, man. Now it's time to reveal who is the Week 6 champion. This is the moment everybody been waiting. Who, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna walk away with that coveted, precious, golden King of Predictions championship belt for Week 6? Who is it gonna be? Could it be Rockstar Rock for the second time in a row? Could it be the Q-Dog? Could it be Philly G? Could it be Young Mark? Who could it be? Could it be Wall Street? Oh, that music.
Makes me nervous every time.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new. I said new.
And new.
King of the predictions for Week 6. The Deuce. The Deuce.
Hello. Do I have to share it with Mark?
You're solo. Yeah. Solo. And I don't mean score. The Deuce is Week 6 all by himself on the totem pole, and he is the new King of Predictions champion. The Deuce.
Now, Mark, Where are you to say did Deuce just become the third person to hold the title? Well, you're not here to say that, are you? It doesn't matter what you think.
He did. He cut a promo on you. Yeah, he cut a pro.
Pros and cons, dude, because you picked against my Saints, but we understand.
Hey, I only do it when I want to win, okay?
Welcome to the club, Deuce. Man, came in here and won every piece of gold we had to offer. That's true. And he won it, and he wasn't even here. He won it even here. That's crazy. Go down the rundown. Let's see in the score. Bringing up the rear was Philly G. Philly G bringing up the rear. Philly G was 6-9. 6-9. Bringing up the other rear was Mark. Mark was 8-7. And behind him was Paul.
Oh man.
I tried, bro.
That was great.
It just didn't sound right though when it came out. I had to pause that one.
No, that was great. That was great.
He's a jewelry store for a reason. Ridiculous. Yeah, bro.
Come on here and say my new name is Johnny Dang.
We're in the title of the week and he don't have a pick to steal this game though.
Hey. Hey.
I'm sorry.
If Philly G would have did what he had to do,
Philly G
and even more.
That's a fact.
You too, Gigi Bravo and Sojo.
Yeah, he lied, bro. Q went 10-5. He went 10-5. Rock 11-4, and the new champ Deuce, he went 12-3, putting him now second best record in the predictions. Second best. My man JJ. That's my dude right there.
Finally got him.
Got the belt by yourself, Deuce. The Deuce is week 6 NFL predictions champion. All right here. No, it is. We are at the end of the show. Live check going on real quick. Now let's took the week off. Yeah, that field goal kicker took the week off.
Man. God. He might take the whole month off because he about to be a free agent.
Yeah, he about to be Cal probably get rid of him.
Did you see the dog eyes behind the field goal post in Cleveland? I'd have missed too.
That shit look scary, didn't it?
Yeah.
I ain't missing no field goal. I kick all week.
I kick all
all day. Leg workouts and kick from the 20 to 30 to 40 to 50.
How many did Mark win? Did he have 13?
Yeah, he went 13.
God dang, Mark.
Mark, that was the first one. He was 13-3.
Well, in my defense, Mark, you had more games than me.
He did. That's true. That was week 1 that everybody played. So yeah,
I'm win outright undefeated the way I do.
Undefeated Super Bowl, baby.
Hey, bro. It count. You know what I'm saying?
I like G always put that in there, bro.
Shout out to the best thing about Miami Stadium at the time. We came through and did what we had to do out there. It was a party in 2 cities for sure.
Take this one, man. Hey. But yeah, again to the Deuce, 12-3. You just stepped over Rock's record last week. Rock went 11-3, so you stepped right over that. but I won picking my favorite team. It's always Raiders over the Steelers, bro. Yeah.
It wasn't week 3, brother.
You ain't lying. Marcus Savage, but I need to start going with my gut. Damn Browns and Jets, Seahawks and Falcons. Dang on Chargers and Colts.
Man.
Yeah, Philly G, you did. Yeah, bro, you did bad, bro. You did a little bad there. You did a little bad, but that's okay, bro. That's okay. All right, man. That is our show. That is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, man. If you've been searching for a podcast that combines passion, expert knowledge, and a community-driven approach, man, your search ends here. Tune in to the Real to Sports podcast for some intriguing, lively football talk. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. And this is your preferred podcast platform. So make sure you catch every episode of the Real to Sports podcast. In the world of football, every play matters. And here, every voice counts. All right, man. We're going to get on up out of here. I am so grateful, man, for the Deuce. And matter of fact, I got the boots here. These guys represent the boot, the good old state of Louisiana. It's definitely in the building. The Cajun boys.
98504.
The Cajun
Like that.
boys.
You like that, G? Yeah, you like
Did
that?
that.
Yeah. 98504. Yeah.
No. Hey, can I
336.
put that on my suit for the wedding, like around the neck part? You know what I'm
Yeah. You would just hit me off.
Let's go. You right on.
Wait a minute. I mean, y'all the boots, but I'm here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh man.
Hey, bro. It's all good.
Oh man, but shout out to the Cajun boys here, man, Louisiana, man. Much love to Louisiana. I'll be there in 2 months.
Hey.
Be there.
Waiting on
Going to Louisiana. Going down there, Cajun down there, boy. Down there, Cajun down.
Time that's about to be had at the end of the year.
Yes, sir, baby.
Got some grub for you, host.
Oh boy, hey, I got plenty of room right here for it.
You gonna gain about 20 pounds.
I'm with it. Please do. I am with it. But again, man, I cannot thank enough GC for being on the show. Last minute spur of the moment thing, but he is here at the flyest man in the land. He is here. So what you got for us, fly guy?
No, I didn't discuss it on the show today. But the Saints play Thursday night football this week against some Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what I'm saying?
You're getting there. Yes, sir.
Come check us out. We unimpressive right now, but I think we could handle up our business and must pull out a win this week. You know what I'm saying? So
let's go.
Come on, see. We got to put the rainy day over the sunshine.
Yes, sir.
Come check us out, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, in the dome, in the 504, baby.
Let's go, baby. In the dome. I like that.
It's gonna be rocking. I can't wait.
I like that, bro. And I'm glad you say that because we got the quick pick real quick. We got Thursday's game, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus New Orleans Saints. Of course, GC got them Saints. That's his ride or die team right there. So, what's up with the Deuce? Saints or the Jags?
It's too easy. Too easy.
Too easy for the champ.
The greatest home field advantages in all of sports. The Louisiana Superdome. Got them boys out the 504, man.
Let's go, Saints.
Rock, you taking another L this week, brother.
Let's go, Saints.
And I know Rock be on my case talking about, I be talking smack. I'm gonna talk my smack regardless, but I can also eat my crow.
There you go.
I ain't gonna hide if y'all happen to magically win. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna come down to that because we're gonna do what we gotta do.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So both of these guys are going with their home team, the New Orleans Saints versus the Jacksonville Jaguars this Thursday live on Amazon. I want to
go to this game so bad.
Let's go.
What's up?
You hear that?
I
You heard
get
that
off the
man
phone.
say,
I'll
go.
meet you there.
Let's
I'll
go.
meet you there.
All right, bet.
Look at Rock. Rock say, nah, bro. Nah, bro.
I'll put my jersey in the car Wednesday morning.
Rock said
Thursday
something different.
I mean, he's entitled to his own opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna rob the man of having his opinion.
Word. Show hate, man.
I just need my opinion to become a fact when the fat lady starts singing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm trying to tell you, boy. It's gonna be loud in that Cajun Dome.
Too loud.
It's gonna be loud, boy. It's gonna be loud up in there. It's gonna be loud, yeah.
That's one place. I'd be like, I'm not gonna be tired after the game. I'd be lying. I'm straight to sleep.
It's gonna be loud, yeah. Oh man, you gotta love Louisiana, man. We're gonna get on out of here, man. Speaking of food, I'm hungry, of course. Y'all know I am on Tuesday night. I'm starved. Appreciate GC, man. No doubt, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. No doubt. No doubt. And the champ, the Deuce.
They call me
Go
Deuce.
Gators, go.
2 belts, baby.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. One for each big broad shoulder, man.
See how he got me with the great jacket today. You know what I'm saying?
One for every time Kenny Pickett to beat the Raiders.
Ooh.
Every single time. I'm surrounded by the boots, man. I'm surrounded by the boots. Don't forget, man, we'll be back in the building live this Saturday with more NFL content as yours truly, the Real Sports Podcast panel, will share their picks for week 7. And I got Deuce. He's the champ. So he's going to get that. He's going to start week 7 off with the picks. So join us live right here on YouTube Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, man, keep believing in your team. But most importantly, man, believe in yourself and keep that NFL love alive. And everyone around the world, y'all know it. Y'all know the saying, man. Everybody be safe and stay safe. Me, GC Deuce. We out.